It is Monday, September, I can never remember the date, 10th. Monday, September 10th. I am headed home actually right now. I just left HEB. We've got really bad weather coming in this weekend, so I wanted to go ahead and hurry up and get grocery shopping out of the way because I do not want to be out and about when all this rain they're saying is comes. So, got way too much going on out there in the Gulf. I ain't playing around. So, went ahead and got all of our groceries and stuff out of the way. So we are set. And of course, as soon as I'm loading my car, it starts sprinkling. And it's super gloomy out here and it's about to pour its butt off. So I'm hoping I can hurry up and get all this stuff in the house before it starts raining. It's Tuesday. What's that? Tuesday, September 11th. So I'm about to go with my mom to go look at to go tour some builder homes. But before I do that, I have to start dinner for my family because I'm going to put it in the crock pot and it's going to take a few hours. So I am making slow cooker ribs, which I haven't made in a little while, but HEB was having a sale on their ribs, like a really good sale. So I grabbed 2 packs. That's all they had allowed me to buy. But I went ahead and bought some. And Jax loves ribs, loves them. So anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and cook some and throw them in the crock pot for 8 hours, and they are so good, and they literally like fall off the bone. They are bomb. So right now I'm making the marinade, and I found this recipe online. I think it was All Recipes or honestly I don't remember. One of those you can Google just like slow cooker ribs and it'll pop up. But I'm gonna tell you what to put in it because here's my sauce. So I did 2 cups of barbecue sauce, which is basically a whole bottle. And I like to use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce because I just like the flavor. So I did 1 whole bottle of this. I did 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of garlic, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and then a tablespoon of salt. So I'm just mixing it all together in my bowl here. And then what they want you to do is to pour, I already put my ribs in the crock pot here. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried these crock pot liners, but they're like the most amazing thing ever. So easy. When you're done cooking, you just pick up the bag and chunk it away. You don't have to wash the crock pot. It's like the best invention ever. Ones I buy, and they're the Reynolds Kitchen slow cooker liners. Most amazing thing ever. I put, like, when we do chips and queso, put the queso in here. Whatever, my beans, like when I'm making chado beans, whatever, I put these in there. And at the end of the night, you just scoop it up, chunk it. Best invention ever. Anyways, I already have my liner on here. I had my ribs that I went ahead and just cut up to fit in here. So you're just gonna use 3/4 of the sauce, and you just wanna basically coat all of the ribs. I'm gonna take a few of these out so I can get to these bottom ones here. So you basically just wanna coat the ribs with the sauce, and I have one of these little sauce brushes here, so I'm gonna use these. And it says just a 3/4, but I like to just make sure. So you're only gonna use 3/4 of the sauce because when they're almost cooked, you're gonna add the rest of it. So they want you to save some for later. Sorry guys, I don't have an assistant here. But you're just gonna, I just wanna coat it real good so they're completely covered in sauce. This is definitely one of those meals you want to like plan out if you can want to put it in the crock pot. You could do it on high for 4 hours, or what does it say? Hold on. Yeah, you can cook it on high for 4 hours, but I would rather slow cook it. I feel like if you can take your time and not have to rush, it'll come out even better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in for 8 hours because it's about 10:30 right now, so I've got time to do it before I head out. The best thing about crock pots is you can just set it and go on about your day. Meanwhile, your family comes home and just thinks you were slaving in the kitchen all day, but you weren't. Okay, so I've got those coated real good. I still have some extra sauce, so once I know I've got them all coated real good, then I'll just kind of go back in and add a little extra, just so they can have all the flavor. And I'm just gonna come over here and put your crock pot on low. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for 8 hours. Over here, stick it on. Put your lid on. She's gonna cook all day long for you. Crock-pot's like the best invention ever. Okay, so then the rest of your sauce, you just want to cover up and just put in the fridge until you need it later on. I'm gonna cook that for 8 hours on low. If you don't have 8 hours, you could do it on high for 4 hours and you'd still be okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it for 8 because I want to make sure they're like super, super tender. After your time is up, you broil your oven at 390 degrees for 10 minutes. And before you put it in though, the remainder of your sauce, remember you put 3/4 already in there. So the quarter that you have left, you're just gonna put all over real good, glaze it, add it all in there, and then stick it in the oven for 10 minutes and it comes out and it's so good. Back on these ribs, went to go look at, told you guys in our Q&A that my mom is a realtor. Went to go check out some new construction and different builders today. So that's why I've got something on my face, but want to check the progress of these ribs, y'all. Okay, first of all, I wish you could smell. It smells so good. So got 3 hours left to go and they smell bomb. Today's Wednesday, right?
Tuesday.
Oh shit, my bad. Tuesday, September 11th. We're headed to school for our parental duties. We have open house.
I'm hungry.
He's always hungry.
This damn peanuts fill me up. I'm full now.
Well, that's nice. I'm gonna have some more coffee.
Green means go, people.
If y'all have a Buc-ee's around you, they've got delicious coffee. Y'all need to behave. It's trouble 1 and 2. I'm gonna have to separate y'all. What are you doing? That's not nice.
And take your school picture.
I know, they're tomorrow. Transferred all the ribs from the crock pot, which you need to be careful trying to get them out because they literally started falling apart trying to put them in this pan. I got my oven going at 390 and I'm gonna add the rest of this to the top and throw it in for 10 minutes. Look at my ribs.
What is it? That's good.
It's barbecue sauce, brown sugar, cayenne pepper, garlic,
Oh, you did
salt.
it yourself? That's
Yeah.
what I couldn't tell what kind it was. That's good.
Good job.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, it has a little kick to it.
Put it down. Make your own sauce. Look at you.
It's made with love.
Then just for RD.
Wednesday, September 12th. So Jax has his first football game of this season, and it's an out-of-town game. Actually, a lot of our games are out of town, which I'm a little bummed about. I think we only have like 2 home games. And some of these games are like super far, but he said the school went up in the district, which is, I mean, great for them, but sucks for us parents. I gotta travel everywhere. So anyways, it's about, I think it's like 12:30 right now, so I'm starting to put my makeup on because I'm actually gonna head that way a little earlier so I can run some errands with my mom. I'm just putting on a little makeup so I don't look scary. I just put on some moisturizer. I don't know if you guys have heard of this or not, but it's the, where's this camera at? Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion. It says it's for the face and it's for dry, extra dry skin. So I actually really love using this on myself and on my clients, and it absorbs like super quick and it makes your face like, it doesn't feel tacky at all. It just feels nice. But I do feel like it gives my makeup like a good base to start with, so I really do like this, and I like to use it on my clients as well. It says provides immediate and lasting hydration, and it's fragrance free, and I have really sensitive skin and I don't have any problems with it. So it says, let's see, this lightweight oil-free moisturizer provides instant hydration to skin and locks in moisture, protect the skin from dryness throughout the day, absorbs quickly for immediate and intense hydration. I do really like how it instantly makes my face feel hydrated because I had a little dryness around my nose area. And then I also like to use this spray just to kind of add moisture throughout once I start adding powders and stuff to kind of make it melt in the skin and not look so powdery and cakey. And my eyebrows first. Okay, so I actually had microblading done like 2 years ago. Honestly don't remember. I have to look back through the videos. I want to say a year ago. Like in February would have been a year ago. It didn't last. So the girl that did it, she did say something about if you have oily skin, you need to go more frequent, like it won't last as long on you, and you have to go more frequent for touch-ups, which I had it done, and then like 2 months later I did another touch-up, and then I just never went back, and it's completely faded. So that kind of sucks because it was very expensive. So what I like to do first is like outline the shape of my, like I do the bottom and the top to kind of outline the actual brow, and then I go fill it in. So let me show you so you can see I should have hair all up and through here. And when I did the microblading, she did like all this was filled in, and now it's just like completely faded, but whatever. So yeah, I just go ahead and outline both sides where I want, and then I will go fill it in. My face is super red right now. So I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, which is basically exactly like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and it has a little spoolie on one end and then the retractable pencil on the other, and of course it's cheaper, but it works just as good. And I've bought tons of Brow Wiz, tons. And then I found this, I was like, why am I spending all this money? Works just as good, cheaper. So I use the Brow Wiz to basically outline how I want my brow, and then I go in with the L'Oreal. This is called the Brow Stylist Shape and Fill, which is exactly like the Anastasia, what does she call hers? The Brow Wiz, and then I think it's the Brow Definer or something. But anyway, it's the exact same thing as the brow, the one that Anastasia has is thicker, and it still gets a spoolie and everything, and again, cheaper. You can see my brow is full, so I will go back in and put like a little bit of concealer underneath just to kind of define it a little more, but it's not necessary. All right, so it is game day. I just drove about an hour to get out here to Jack's game because he has an away game today, so drove an hour. My mom's with me too. She's actually in her car because she's got to show some houses after the game. So drove an hour. I just ran to Target right now and bought myself a poncho because it is sprinkling. It's some possible crazy weather this weekend, so we've been having crazy rain all week long, and unfortunately they don't cancel these games. The only time they'll call it off is if there's thunder or lightning, which there is not. It's just rain, so they're gonna play. So I asked you guys on Instagram. If you are not following me yet, you can find it at house2 home decor. House2 home decor. That's my Instagram page for like home decor and basically just kind of anything YouTube or home related. It's gonna be there. And then I have a makeup page too, which is Glamorous by Jen. Jen is 2 N's. That's just like makeup and for clients and work and stuff like that. So, but anyway, so I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to share organizing our refrigerator and our pantry. If you guys wanted me to share on Instagram, I could have done like an Instagram live or YouTube, but pretty much everyone said YouTube. This is not perfect. It's a work in progress, but I thought I would share with you guys a few things that I've done. And by all means, if you have any like tips or tricks or suggestions on things that you've found or that you use to better organize, I would love to hear them because I am all about organization. I love it. It makes me happy. I like to look at it. Everything's nice and neat and in its place. It makes me happy. Okay, so here's what we've got going on here. And this is not perfect. I'm really not quite happy with this little situation down here, but it's like, this is a work in progress. So I am super excited though, because I have been looking for these wine holders forever, and every time I would go to Home Goods, they were always out. So I happened to make a trip to the at-home store this week, and they had them, so I'm so happy because these fit like perfect here. And also because I felt like this vertical space here, like it was just going to waste, so this is perfect now. So these 3 little wine holders here I found at home, and I want to say they were $7.99 each. No, I'm lying. They were $6.99 each. So I have those, and then these are just little egg containers. They hold all of our eggs. I got these at Home Goods, right? I don't have a price on these. Got these at Home Goods, which I did a video a few months back when we were at the apartment. I had to be super organized, so I had bought those. I'm pretty sure on there I probably told you the prices because I still had them on, so you can check that video out. So I keep our eggs in there. Typically I will not have an extra cart of eggs. I would just keep them in here, but because we had potential rain and weather issues, I was storing on our food and supplies and stuff just because we were worried that we might get a hurricane. So luckily it doesn't look like it, thank goodness. But that's why I've got so many eggs. So normally those would not be there. They would be all in here, nice and neat. Perfect, there you go. So then these little caddies here, I keep all of my son's uses and Capri Suns and drinks and things for lunch, for his lunches. So those go in there. And then up here I have these little containers, which look, there's the price tag. Ha ha ha. These were $3.99 each. Those were $3.99 each, and they're each individual, so you can pull them out, load them, slide them back in. And I use those to keep Jello cups, pudding cups. It's just like lunch stuff, so all that stuff is there. And let's see, down here, this one I just found. This I just picked up from, here it is. I should probably take tags off. There goes my fridge. This from the at-home store, it was $19.99, which is a little more expensive, but it does house a lot more. So I've started keeping our bread in the refrigerator just because I felt like it was getting mold way too quickly. We weren't eating it fast enough, and since I started refrigerating it, I have not had that problem anymore. So we stick it now in the fridge because, like I said, the mold was just becoming an issue. So these two here I've had, and I basically just stacked them on top of each other. So the bottom one houses like cookie dough, crescent rolls, stuff like that. And then this one we just had like extra salsa, tortillas, things of that nature. So on the door we just kind of keep like all of our condiments and stuff, and like the milk there. I'm sure I could do this neater, but I haven't found a way yet. So just all the condiments fit there. And what y'all know about that Whataburger mustard? So yum, so yum. So yeah, that we just keep there. And then in here, it's all of our produce and stuff. So I definitely want to find like little organizers to put in here to better organize our fruit, but I have not found it yet. So if you have any suggestions, would love to hear that. Open these beautiful doors here that my husband was so kind to make. We'll find our pantry. So this is our pantry, which thank goodness for double doors because it definitely makes things so much easier. So this is our current pantry, which again, not perfect. I'm still looking for ideas, trying to figure out better ways to get organized, but overall it's working. I just kind of keep all of our box things here. I do want to find the clear plastic containers for cereal. I haven't found any that I like yet. I feel like all the ones I find are just too small. So I'm still on the look for those because eventually I want to get rid of that stuff and have it all in clear containers where you can see it. And then this second shelf here is just where I keep all of our glass stuff, which this margarita salt should not be there. That is from the party. Whoops. Yeah, so these big containers here I picked up from Target. I actually got them when they were on sale. They had a cartwheel coupon on their Target app. So I did get them on sale. I'm trying to remember how much they were. Honestly, I don't remember. I'll have to look. But those are from Target. And then the actual sticker labels here, I just got off of Walmart.com, and they're just chalkboard labels. And then I just got the chalkboard marker from Hobby Lobby, and that's how I was able to label everything. But I just keep all of our glass containers. These I need to add labels, but I can't seem to find them since we moved, so I'm still looking. Put them somewhere, just can't find them. So I've got to label those, but that's just where everything sits there. And then here's kind of an array of things. I'm still trying to figure out how to organize it. So these baskets here that I have, let me move this stuff around so you can see. These little baskets that I got, and it comes with a little chalkboard. I bought these from Home Goods. And this one was easy to label because I just put all the pasta in there, but this one's kind of a mush of everything. So haven't really labeled that because I can't figure out exactly what to call it. I guess I could put mush. That could work. And then these little guys here just slide on. These I picked up from Home Goods as well, and they just house like muffin mix and cornbread mix and stuff like that. So just our mixes go in that. And then just all the cans, and then down here I've got some more of those little chalkboard baskets, and which those are from Home Goods as well. And I just keep all of Jack's chips and stuff for lunch in there. And then these are like just bags. I need to find something to store these in, but I get this huge foil roll from my husband brings for me, which I love it because it lasts basically forever, but it takes up a lot of space. So I've got to come up with something to house that because it's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. And then down here I just had these 3 larger baskets from Home Goods. Over here I try to keep like all of the kind of like party stuff, so like extra silverware, extra sodas. I think I keep like straws in there and like party stuff in there. That's what goes there. Then the paper towels, and then over here is supposed to be the dog basket, but random crap just gets thrown in there, so what are you gonna do? But yes, that is my pantry. So still working on it. I'd like it to be neater, but for now, it works. That would work here. I have seen the people where they have like their cans on like little shelving, like the 3-unit shelves where they're kind of stacked so you can see everything. But I feel like that would be hard because the shelves are not super wide here. Also seen them where they have like the little can containers that everything can kind of roll. So I'm gonna keep looking. Maybe for those I might try something like that, but we'll see. Just finished filming. Definitely a little emotional. Thank goodness I didn't run everywhere because I did get a little choked up there, but finished filming something I've been wanting to film for a while. And I don't know, you know how sometimes you feel like you get signs from the universe, from God, from whatever you believe in. I definitely felt like that was today because this is something that had been kind of weighing heavy on me, and I was going back and forth on if I should record it or I should not. And then sure enough, a friend posted something on Facebook today that just kind of made me realize, like, yeah, I should, because somebody out there can relate. Somebody else is contemplating, somebody is out there doubting themselves, somebody out there needed to hear what I have to say, and if that helps them, then it was completely worth it. On another note, I was feeling very fall inspired today when I did my makeup. I'm like, it's cute. Ain't got nowhere to go. It's just gonna get washed off. So sad because it's cute. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, in fact, that I ran outside in the rain. I did have an umbrella though to go check the mailbox because my pillowcases that I ordered for our sofa are here. So these are them. They're actually handmade too. I got them on Amazon. So let me explain my thought process. I only ordered 3, and let me show you why. So our whole house, I have done, like the whole house is white, gray, taupe, and I started adding pops of black in our fixtures, our light fixtures, like the fireplace. Very, very little, but I just wanted to add like just a different, I don't know, just something different to the house. So I have touches of black kind of throughout, and then with our fireplace being black here, I just felt like the living room was too much gray and white, and like there was not any black in here. So I added a few things with like decor pieces, and to me that still just wasn't doing it. So I think what really wasn't working for me was the couch. So this is our sofa, this is the pillows that it comes with, this is how the set comes as is. And what I was really not feeling was the pillows. I love these pillows, but because of how I've kind of changed up the house and like with the curtains back here and everything being open, I just felt like it needed just a little touch of black to just kind of tie the room in with the house. The gray and white pillows. And then these 2 cream colored ones, I'm gonna leave. I'm not replacing those. Those are gonna stay. So I went ahead and on Amazon and I ordered these, which let me show you. And what I really like about these is because they have, let me get in the light so you can see. So it has gray, 2 different shades of gray in here. It has the black, basically all of my color scheme on this one pillow. And I really like that, and I like the print, something different. So, and then I love the fact that it has the black on the back side, because if I want to just flip them around, I can and have a solid color. But I like it too because from the back, since our whole floor plan's open, you can see the back of our couch from our breakfast room and the kitchen. So I like the fact that it's still going to give you that contrast of black from those rooms as well. We get to moving because I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking this, but in my mind I had these pictured as, these were like Home Good pillows when you just take them out of their little casing and stuff, but these are sofa pillows, so they are not. They've got all the stuffing in here, so I'm gonna have to work some magic to kind of keep everything intact. But I will say the pillows actually match the sofa perfect. Like, it goes perfect with the sofa. So, and I do love these. It's just with the fact of like how these curtains are back here and just kind of the whole aesthetic of the house, it just felt like it just wasn't going. So I feel like this is gonna be better. So that is a tip for you guys. If you have a fabric sofa and it comes with throw pillows and things like that, and maybe you're just wanting a change, pillows are a great way to change up the look, to change up a look without the expense of having to buy a brand new sofa. So very inexpensive. You can go on Amazon. They have tons to choose from. The only thing I searched when I went to Amazon was, what did I search? I want to say, if you know the size of the pillow you need, that's better. So I measured my pillows beforehand. So that's important to know because there are variations in the sizes. So you need to know what size you need specifically for your pillows for your sofa. So I did, I think I just searched sofa pillow covers and the size I needed, which I did 24 by 24. And that's what I searched. And then all of these different pillows popped up. And the ones that I got, I did read the reviews because I wanted to make sure like how people said about the quality, what they thought of them overall. And overall, they had really good reviews. Everyone said they were well made. They're a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie on that. But I didn't actually realize until I was checking out that it had, the seller had like a sale. So basically if you buy two, you got one for free. So it worked out. I only had to pay for two and I got the third one for free. I don't want to lose the shape of the pillow. It's because I don't like when pillows on sofas look lumpy. So what I am doing is carefully rolling down the old pillowcase just so that the shape of the stuffing pillow, whatever you want to call it, stays the same. And I've never done this before, so this is all guessing, but I'm assuming if I can keep it intact, it will make it easier for me to put the new. Okay, well in my head this was going really smooth, but clearly it's not. Crap. Okay, I really was trying to keep this like all. Oh man, see, it's already happening. Shit. Oh, see, that's what I didn't want to happen. So there's the finished look. It's dark right now, so not the best lighting. Say hi, Toots. And in the last video, I showed you guys new pillows I put here on these chairs, but obviously, as you can see, I had to switch them. So note to self, when you buy pillows, make sure you have them all together before you pick extra pillows. Because once I got these in, the old pillows that I chose did not go. So I picked these, which is just a pillowcase cover that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And you can use the 40% off coupon. So I decided to go with those just to add the little pop of black. So I've got those here. And then the new ones here from Amazon. And the throw is just from Target. And then these round pillows I used to actually have in my studio, and they are from Ross.